All right, Gabe and Jamie. Hearing that song almost makes us all want to fly away. So next up is Nat Talbot. And following Nat Talbot is here on deck.
Need no chair. Stand up comic, not sit down comic, right?
Sit down,
If they keep raising the age for young adults in about 30 years, that might be a sit-down comic at that point. It's 30s and under, so in 3 years I guess I'm booted, but hopefully by that point it'll be 40s and under, so we'll have to see how this goes. I'm really excited to be here. I don't know if anyone's going to Amartithi next month in India. Anyone going? No? Yes? I see some people. I'm not going at all, probably never will, but I'd love to get out there someday because I understand that they have 24-hour stages running. And I don't know if any of you know Tommy Brusman, but he said he could get me a plum spot between 1 to 3 a.m. And I could just do like 2, maybe 3 hours of comedy. So I'm going to work out some bits tonight that I'll start prepping for. If I really get out to Amartithi, you know, they're really going to love if they're awake. He told me that they only speak Telugu. So, as it turns out, I'm just as funny as English as I am in Telugu. And I don't know any Telugu. So, they'll probably be like, what's the deal with doll? And someone will be like, I just want to sleep. Just let me sleep. Doll is not that funny. Please. So, we'll see how good these jokes are. And if they're good, I'll use them. And if they're terrible, laugh anyways. Okay? And then I'll use them also. Is anyone here in the Mayher Memes Facebook group? Woo! Yeah, a lot of the older crowd is here, so probably all on Facebook. We don't have a Mayher Memes Snapchat group for the 17-year-olds running around, but this is the craziest group I've ever seen. Because many people don't seem to understand what a meme is. And they just upload photos of Baba, which is fine. But I want my memes dank. I don't want just like a photo of Baba, right? I have Shireen Davenport for that. That's I don't know, like Regina's gonna get on with it. And this manifests itself in a couple ways, right? So first, I'm told that some people have complained that, I guess I'm breathing too hard on this. Some people have complained that they don't like it when people modify photos of Baba, maybe by putting images around it or words on a photo of Baba. I don't know if that's a concern for some people here, but it makes sense to me because I remember the day before Baba died, he signed 3 times to bow, please don't let anyone put words on images of me and upload them to Facebook. He said that 3 times the day before, and there's an unfortunate slave, I'm not certain exactly everything that's in there. You know, and that's a direct quote. I double checked it, you know, on Lord Mayher right before I came here. I checked it on Facebook, and actually I've seen this before because my parents don't like any image of Baba in any way modified, defaced. If I go home to their house and they have an issue of Glow magazine and I put like a glass on top of it, they freak out. Right? They're like, whoa, just calm down, move the glass. We need you to move the glass. It's a serious situation. It's like the scene from Indiana Jones where like, not gonna move, we need to move this, we need to counterbalance. Which is why they give every issue of Glow magazine a proper Viking funeral, right? They put a little boat, they burn it. I think that's the only way you can do it. Right? It's like the US flag. You have to, the only way to dispose of an image of Baba is to burn it at the appropriate time. And I know this is true because when they do it, I reflexively take a knee. So I know that I'm sorry. And so that's the first thing that kind of, don't worry, I'm not going to like Sinead O'Connor in the situation. I'm here on the sheriff. There's a reasonable middle ground. But that's the first thing that I kind of noticed from this Mayher Memes group. The second thing that I noticed is something that Andrew Radford brought. Does anyone know this guy, Ranford or Radford? He lives in Maribor. Does anyone know this gentleman? Yeah. Some people know him. He's the only funny one in the entire group. Okay? And there might be people here who are saying, I'm posting images, I'm hilarious, and I'm so sorry that I have to be the one to break the news to you. Okay? But Andrew was hilarious, and he brought something to my attention which is, we have the O Parvartigar prayer, right? O Parvartigar, preserve, protector of all. I won't do the whole thing because they only give me 10 minutes. I don't want to spend 60% of it on the prayer. You can finish the rest. But the thing of it is that there's one line, right, that says, the one with no attributes. We praise Baba, the one with no attributes. And the way we praise Baba is by describing all of his attributes. Okay? Like, what's eternal? It's an attribute. Imperishable attribute. On all planes and beyond all planes. Also an attribute. Even the concept of being one with no attributes is an attribute. Okay? If you don't believe me, I'll look it up. I have the thing here, and the definition of attribute is pertaining or causing to affect something. Oh, sorry, that's an attribute. No, sorry, that's the wrong, let me see this here. Yeah, okay, it's an immutable characteristic. So, they're all immutable characteristics, and I don't know if Erich was sitting there one day writing this all down and saying, can I just take out that one part about the no attributes? How does that work? It may be that, like me, many of you are consumed by insecurities at all times. Okay? And I've done some jokes about this where I used to be, she heckled me at one of these things, my wife Elizabeth. I'll say it for the video so everyone knows who I'm pointing at. I know it's like, can you clarify who you're pointing at? That when any lawyer or person who didn't know anything about Baba thought I was just a Jew, came over to my house, I would take down or turn around all of the photos or images, overt images, of Baba to avoid questions, which filled me with confusion. And I had a whole bunch of jokes about this. And I had the most bizarre experience recently. I don't know if it's ever happened to you. Some friends are coming over, they're lawyers, they're bringing the kids, we're networking. I'm leveraging my family cuteness to maximize business opportunities, which is what I do in all these circumstances. And I have a great wife, cute daughter. And I take them all down, but I forgot one little image of Bob and Mara. It's about this big, more like that big. And it's kind of off below the TV. And this gentleman, who's extremely Christian, in the middle of the sort of dinner party, comes up to me and says, who is this person? He had seen the photo and came to me to ask who it is, and I'm thinking, just say it's Meher Baba, just say it's Meher Baba, just say it's Meher Baba, M-E-H-E, just like I'm thinking in my head, and he's staring at this for like 20 of the longest seconds. This isn't like 1, 2, 3, 4, this is like 1, 2, 2.5. And I was thinking, like, just say Meher Baba. And he's like, this is breathtaking. Like, he's just looking at it. And I'm like, this is a sign that I need to get over myself and say Meher Baba. So naturally, I just said, oh, it's an old friend. Not necessarily a lie, in my view, but again, isn't quite the truth. And I was like, all right, I'll just keep doing this. I can deny until I die, right? Until somebody bought a 7-foot-tall painting of Meher Baba and put it in our house, okay? So what am I gonna do? Just turn around like a 7-foot-tall painting? They'll be like, why is there a 7-foot-tall painting of Meher Baba, like, right there? Or even a 7-foot-tall painting of anything. Why is there a 7-foot-tall painting of a ship turned around? What don't you want to see? So now, when anyone comes over, I know that it is an inevitability that they'll say, who is this? And why does he have such a great mustache? And so the first time that this happened, I had, more lawyer friends over, got to leverage those kids, those wives for business opportunities. And it's the moment they walk in, and, I'm nervous. Because I'm always like, what's going to happen? What are they going to say? I've had people come over who I'm like, maybe we'll talk about Baba with them, and they say nothing. And I'm like, what were they thinking that they would bring this up at all, right? They have photos, like images everywhere in the house. Like, I've done all these jokes, I won't do them again. You have to watch the best of DVD. I'll sell it to you afterwards. So they walk in. This is the weirdest thing. They walk in, they say, who's that guy? Looks like you with a mustache. Which I do as a compliment. And I say, oh, I explained it in Ekalaji, which is an Indian spiritual master that my wife and I follow. And they go, okay. And there are no follow-up questions. And we sat there for like 2 hours and talked, and right beneath the 7-foot-tall painting of Baba, no follow-up questions. How do they have no follow-up questions? Like, I've been like, silence. Yeah, they were like, I could have been like, and then aliens came down. And there was like, no follow-up, like, they just very curious, I guess. I know that everyone's hopefully having a fun evening. And I want to rectify that. Is Buzz here? Because I'm enraged, and I picked now the time to specify to air my grievances. It's Festivus season. Is he here? No? Okay, can anyone get a stenography kit out and take this down to Woodford? No? And no one brought their court reporter with them?
Barbara.
Yeah. Did you bring your court reporter, Barbara?
I got my pen.
You got your pen? All right, start writing real fast. Because I am angry. I am enraged. Okay, because cell phone service is getting too good at the center. I mean, it used to be if you wanted to do something, you had to walk like 10 paces north by northwest from like the refectory to get like a bar. You know, you'd be like wandering through the volleyball games. Stop! I need to make a call. You know, I mean, that's the purpose of coming to a retreat. To have that opportunity to allow nobody to contact you. Okay, and now it's like, okay, I'm going to go to the barn, and I'm going to go there. And I'm going to be present. And everything relating to work, every stress, everything relating to anything, I'm just going to push that out of my mind. I'm going to be mindful and present and just focus on Baba. And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, what's going on Twitter? There's got to be something funny. There's gotta be something. My followers haven't heard from me in a while. It's been at least 8 minutes, you know? So if Buzz is around, tell him about that. Thank you so much.
That's all.